Hey everybody, it's Todd with Wayfinder Realty, your host for Sold On Flavor. This week, fall has started officially. Now, being in the South, it's a little different than where I'm from in upstate New York, where we're surrounded by apple orchards. But if I wait until it gets cooler here, we're not going to be doing fall specials until like December. So this week, we're going to do a Dutch apple pie. It's my favorite pie. And then I think I'm going to make some of the caramel sauce that I made with the cinnamon raisin bread pudding. So without further ado, let's get into it. This device is such a time saver when it comes to both peeling and slicing the apples. So I'm going to show you how to do that in just a second here. I'm actually doing two different apples today. I have a Granny Smith here I'm going to do first. Then I'm going to do a Honey Crisp. And so what this does is it literally peels it, cores it, and slices it. All right, and then you can just take that and put it in the pot. I think I'm going to slice it in quarters. Yeah, that feels right. Rinse and repeat. Nutmeg. I'm going to do about a tablespoon of each. Well, nutmeg and cinnamon. A little bit of allspice. Pinch of ginger. Put some butter in here. Let's do 3 tablespoons. Half cup brown sugar. Half cup white sugar. And I already hit it with the lemon juice. So now I just want to cook this down on a medium-low heat. So let's get that going. I'm going to cover it. What I'm trying to do also is draw some of the water out of those apples, so I don't have a soggy apple pie. A couple more ingredients: splash of bourbon, and a half cup of flour. All right, so I don't want to make this a big bowl of mush. So these have been cooked down. This is a great consistency here. Now what I do want to do is now I want to take these off. I want to cool them because when I bake the pie, I want this mixture to be cold. So I might lay it out on a sheet tray and throw it in the freezer. Not to freeze it, but just bring it down in temp. Okay, so I have a cup of flour. I'm making the topping. It's a 1-to-1 ratio, so let's do a half cup of brown sugar. And a half cup of white sugar. Now, I'm going to use about 2 sticks of butter. Now, there's a lot of different approaches on how you do it. Some people use melted butter. Other people use cubes. There's a butter masher that people use that I have as well. What I'm going to do, and I've seen it done, I'm going to take the butter from the freezer. I have frozen 2 sticks of butter, and I'm going to use the knuckle buster, the grater, and make shards of butter, and then use that for the topping. I don't want to do that until I'm just about ready to put the pie filling in. 2 sticks of butter, and I'm using the coarse grind. I'm just taking my frozen butter. Now I've already mixed my white sugar, my flour, and my brown sugar, pardon me. Okay, so I got my 2 sticks of butter grated. I'm just going to mix this up. You want to move fast now because you want everything as cold as possible. My oven is preheated to 350. All right. That's done. Just used the regular store-bought pie crust pie filling. And again, this was in the freezer, not frozen, but I wanted to make sure it cooled off. I did put it on a piece of parchment paper. So I'll take this, and you just want to fill it up. Now, what I don't use, I can always freeze, and I can use it for like apple pancakes, or, again, I'm not going to name every apple pastry dish I could possibly use this in, but nothing has to go to waste. I figured if I didn't cut it up, it would definitely go to waste. One of the steps I did not show is when this was done, I put it in a colander and let some of the liquid drain off to make it less soggy. I'm not going to have anything left over, and I'm fine with that. Okay, I'm going to bake it for 10 minutes, and then I'm going to cover the edges so it doesn't burn. Part is the topping. I'm going to put a baking sheet underneath that so that if any of the pie filling drops out, it doesn't hit the bottom of your oven. Hey everybody, it's Todd with Wayfinder Realty, your host for Sold on Flavor. This week, Dutch apple pie. I did make some of the bourbon caramel sauce. Definitely want to give this a try, dive into fall. Till next week, take care.